Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. We're back with the November Subscriber World Cup. How are we all doing? I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're excited for November. Two things before we start. Number one, I want for next month in December to be a 1-star team only. I will include half-star teams and 1.5-star teams as well. Although if they're too powerful I might leave them out. So yeah, only 1-star teams or half-star teams only. If possible, thank you very much for that. I'd love a December one where we actually have a 1-star winner, and I think it'll be quite a lot of fun. Second thing, I'm going to do a watch-along World Cup. Now what does that mean? Well, basically, kind of like what the videos I already upload, where I do a playthrough of a nation, kind of like that, but I'm going to start it from the round of 16, and it's kind of like my Subscriber World Cup as well, but instead of simulating the match, we'll watch it. I'm still undecided whether or not I'll live stream it to the channel, or whether or not I'll just put out like a video for it, like a couple of videos, like for round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, whatever. I will be deciding the teams that will be participating, although I haven't decided which teams will be participating in. But if you just follow the community tab within the next few days, I'll have a drawing or something like that made up of what we are going to do. Expect that within the next couple of weeks, I'd say. Next couple of weeks. Yeah, just give me a fair bit of time and we'll do it. Okay, so November Subscriber World Cup. We didn't get that many entries, and yeah, I was slightly disappointed with the entry sort of thing. I think we only got about 60, which is good enough to do a World Cup like this, not enough to do a qualification run, and not good enough to do a double Subscriber World Cup. So yeah, hopefully the next one we can, but I guess there isn't that many 1-star teams on the planet, so we probably have to do another one of these, but it's fine. Okay, so Group A, Iceland, represented by Dennis Grubb. Serbia, represented by SAVIC, PEKOVIC. Singapore, Flames 27, Scotland, UEFA Live. Group B, we have Solomon Islands, represented by Golden Deer Guy. Chile was a double entry, which was Tanya Kernchan and Coca Crocs. Iran is I Don't Have an Idea. And Ireland was Ryan Bromhead. In Group C, we have UAE, which was FB7 Games, Mexico, Emilio Alvarez, Armenia, Anto Gaming, and Venezuela, represented by Jacko Boy. In Group D, we have Slovenia, which is represented by ESC Singapore, South Korea, DJ Mbenga, Hungary, Tamas Kovacs, and Ukraine, Monomale. In Group E, we have Turkey, represented by Thomas Morgan, Bolivia, represented by Mario Marroquin, Lithuania, represented by Easy Dyer, and Croatia, represented by C4 Goes Boom. In Group F, we have Nigeria, represented by Harvester, England, Jesse James. Canada was a double entry, which was Horatio YouTube and Cutter Historical, and France was represented by Peter Baldulf, which is a team I'm following at the moment. Group G, Colombia, represented by Robin Burke Almasulu. Bulgaria, Sunglasses. Wales, Ryan Brown, and Iraq, Kwara Kwonyu. Bermuda, Wasteland Wanderer. Madagascar, Matthew Murphy. Norway, Nonsense, and Ecuador, Big Man. So you all know who you are. It's the November edition. We're looking like we could get a new winner. There's only 2 huge teams in there, I've noticed, and there's a few sort of 4-star teams like Croatia and Mexico and stuff. So hopefully we'll get a new winner, maybe. But whoever wins it, I'm happy for them anyway. Okay, so we're following France for this one. Obviously I'm not controlling France or anything, I just figured that France will probably go far, maybe, but I'm hoping for a shocker, not for the person that's controlling France obviously, but you know what I mean, I like to see it. But anyway, our first match for France is against Canada. Can they win? Both French-speaking nations, and it was a 0-0. That's a good one for Canada there. Okay, so France versus England. France are in a little bit of trouble if they don't beat England in this one. Let's see then if France can beat England. It's a 2-2, so France are in major trouble of not making this because Nigeria are in first place. Will France make it? And it might be a short one today, it might be, but I'll try and extend it if possible. Okay, so Nigeria versus France. Let's see what happens. Simulate that one, and I'm guessing France won. They did. It was a 3-0. Very competent performance there from France. So let's have a look at the groups and see who went through and who didn't. You all know who you are. So in Group A, Serbia and Iceland go through with 6 points each. Scotland and Singapore miss out. Group B, Ireland and Chile go through in that one. Iran and Solomon Islands miss out. Group C, Mexico and Venezuela go through in that group, and the UAE and Armenia crash out in that one. In Group D, we have a little bit of an awkward situation with 3 of the teams in there. So Slovenia went through quite comfortably, but then you have Hungary, Ukraine and Korea Republic going through. Well, not going through, sorry. Hungary went through, but yeah, 2 points was enough in that group. I'm guessing it came down to goal difference, but that is a crazy situation for the 4 people involved in that group. Group E, we have Croatia winning that group and Turkey just behind them with 6 points. Bolivia did pick up some points and Lithuania didn't. Group F, very close that one. England and France go through. Nigeria almost did it, but I'm guessing on the last day France beaten to go through. Group G, Colombia won that group outright, and Wales was just slightly behind them with 4 points. Iraq and Bulgaria get sent home. And in Group H, we have Ecuador winning that group and Norway going through, Bermuda and Madagascar going out. So let's have a look at the round of 16 situation. We have Serbia versus Chile, Mexico versus Hungary, Ireland versus Iceland, Slovenia versus Venezuela, Croatia versus France, Colombia versus Norway, England versus Turkey, and Ecuador versus Wales. So France versus Croatia, a repeat of the 2018 final. Gonna simulate this one and see who comes out on top. It could be a little bit of a banana skin for France because Croatia are a decent side on this game, or in general I guess, but let's see if they go through or not, and I'm guessing they did. Let's have a look at the result. We're just going to go all the way to the end, by the way. It was a 3-1, so a decent victory for France. Next match is against Colombia. Let's see if France win that one. We'll simulate all the way to the end. It looks like France did beat Colombia. It was a 1-0. So the next one is Serbia versus France. So you've got a kind of an idea of who's making it to the semi-finals. Let's have a look and see what happens between these two. And France have gone to the final. So who's in the final? It is England versus France. Predictable final, let's just say that. A very predictable one because France and England are the biggest teams in this Subscriber World Cup, which is why in December I said that I wanted 1-star teams just to be more unpredictable. But let's see who wins this final. I have my bet on France. Come on. France versus England. Who is it? It is France with a 2-1 victory over England. So France was represented by Peter Baldulf. So congratulations to you. I don't know if anybody else was representing France. I did have a look through the comments, but if you were somehow like doing it, don't all just say that you represented France because I know who put down what. But you know what I mean. Peter Baldulf won that one. So congratulations. You won the Subscriber World Cup for November. England is second place. That was Jesse James, so congratulations for runners-up. England, always the runners-up recently. Don't remind me about that Euro 2020 final. So to wrap it all up then, let's have a look and see. We won't read France's results because we already know what happened with France. They basically went all the way to the final. So the other results, we got Colombia beating Norway 1-0. We have Serbia beating Chile 2-1. We have Hungary beating Mexico 1-0. Then after that we have Serbia beating Hungary 3-2. So what a game that would have been. And then obviously Serbia lost in the semi-finals. And then Serbia went on to the third place playoff to lose against Slovenia. So Slovenia were your third place winners. Slovenia represented by ESC Singapore. So congratulations to you. And Serbia, who came fourth, was represented by SAVIC PEKOVIC. So congratulations for getting into the top 4. Rounding this one out then, let's see how England got on with their journey to the final. So they beat Turkey 2-1, and then Ecuador beat Wales 1-0. Ireland smashed Iceland 5-1, and penalties happened between Slovenia and Venezuela after a 2-2 draw. That finished 4-3 on penalties. England then went on to smash Ecuador 5-1, and Slovenia squeezed through again on penalties 4-3, and then meeting their match against England in the semi-finals with a 2-1 loss. And then Slovenia went on to win the third place playoff, obviously, and England went on to lose in the final. So that was your November Subscriber World Cup. Get your entries in for December. Remember, 1-star teams only, please. And yeah, this has been Toboloco. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry to the people that didn't get in. Please try again. It's all random. And congratulations to the 32 that were actually playing. And of course the top 4 winners. Keep it local as always. And I'll see you again for the next video.